Sundays, used to check all my notebooks to see what I have been doing all the week. How many homeworks I have done, what kind of score I had. He used to take dictation, he used to make us read, to check our reading skills. He used to be very particular about our pronunciation, our spellings. Does a parent today have that time? You know what is the result of this? What is the outcome of this? One girl in a college has an affair with the driver of the bus in which she commutes or travels. You know, the incident came up when there was some fight between this driver and this lady. And you know, as a director, I need to administer all the things there, and such kind of, incidents come up to my office, and I need to handle that. So I have that role also to play. You know, this kind of incidents or events that come to me has made me more strong learner, has given me an experience to be more sound in the approach I handle such kind of things. When I asked this lady that, what does your father do? What does your mother do? And she comes from a respectable family. I asked how she got attracted to this driver. Because other than the driving skills, might have not seen anything, because you board the bus and you get down the bus after. There is no time where you can interact with the bus driver later. She doesn't have an answer. Then I asked another question to her that, do you spend time with your parents? That lady said, yes sir, we spend. When you are with your parents, what do you discuss? We discuss about TV serials, shopping and films or gossip. Then I was more inquisitive and curious. Then I asked, have you got a Bhagavad Gita at your home? She was staring at me, sir, we don't have that book in our house. That is where the problem is. India has attained freedom 65, 70 years back, but we still have not got spiritual freedom. You know, it's lack of spirituality that is creating such a generation in the society. Believe me, if we don't make our bells ring and react, tomorrow the generation what we have will be politicians, leaders, bureaucrats, and these people without values and ethics will be a nuisance in the society. Today we see that an elderly person who is walking on the road is, hit by a bike of a youngster. He doesn't even stop to say sorry. The very first word that comes from his mouth is that, Budde dekh ke nahi chal sakta kya? I don't think we had that kind of scenario when we were youngsters. We had a lot of respect. So that kind of generation is responsibility of whom? Here comes the role of a teacher. Here comes the role of a motivational speaker. Here comes the role of a motivational influencer. Because as a motivational influencer, you can encourage the youth, you can communicate with them emotionally, and once they feel good with you and good about themselves, they open. I can have so many such incidents which came. One father who is a custom officer on a very executive position, his son was studying in our college. He did something wrong on Monday, and we made a call to his father and told that your son is becoming a nuisance every day. Please come and talk to us. We want to talk to you. This father, the moment he entered the campus, he was using all the best unparliamentary language he knew. Addressing whom? Not the college management, his son. He entered the classroom and started abusing his son in front of all 60 students. Imagine the state of the youngster. Do you expect that youngster to respect his father? Do you expect that youngster to obey the orders of his father or realize the dreams of his father? Because there is a deep damage in the relationship, it's quite visible. And when this gentleman, he approached me in my cabin, he was holding his head in his hands and he was saying that, I am totally shattered and I don't know what to do now. He was my only son and he is the only son and he is doing like that and what shall I do? I don't have any answer. I made him calm down for some time by offering him a glass of water. And I asked him that, what you did today is the last coffin in the nail of your relationship with your son. More than that, your son will be totally lost, will never come back. As a father, what you have done today is you have humiliated him, you have abused him in front of a gathering where he had some self-respect. And when the son came, he was totally speechless. He could not answer anything in front of his father. And a moment came when he said, "Sir, I am fed up with my life. I don't want to, lead my life." There was a disconnect, a rupture in the relation. And who can bring about that bridge between them? Teachers do not have time. They are very busy with completion of syllabus. There comes the role of a person who can influence them. You can be a motivational influencer. You have to connect with them. You can connect with them only when you gain faith and confidence. And only then, the communication starts. So many people believe in communication. I believe in connecting with people. And that's where the real, beauty comes. When you connect with people, and connection doesn't happen instantaneously. To make the connection happen, you need to be a role model for others. You need to be trustworthy. You need to be having the ability to connect with people, to communicate with them on emotional level. Then only that kind of relation can exist. So I had that opportunity to bridge the gap between the father and son. Now this all I could not have been done unless and until I had that sound knowledge or experience about relations. Unless I experienced it, unless I had closely observed it. And believe me, the kind of satisfaction you have when the relations are mended. I got a call from his father saying that, "Sir, what did you do to my son? My original son is back." And son says, "What did you do to my father, sir? My father is something new today and he is so different and he is so good." What I did only is that, I made the son realize that how much his father loves him and that abusing and humiliation is only superficial. That comes out of frustration because he is expecting something from you which you are unable to deliver. And I told the father that you cannot expect your son to deliver something which he can't. When we go to the spiritual level, I have friends, I have colleagues from where I have learned about various religions. And I don't want to enter into controversial water, but what I understood, the goodness is that in every religion preaches one and the same thing. No religion differs from other religion. The holy books and all preach the same thing. So there was an incident where one of the student, he told what favor my mother has done by giving birth to me. They wanted a son and I did a favor by 17.6% of our youth in India are employed. 83% people are unemployed. The reason is they lack skill set. Skill is the only ability that can take you forward, that can fetch a career for you, that can make your problems solved. I am not saying that sir, today I asked a student in my first year that what made you join engineering? What is the answer he gives or she gives? Sir, my mother's sister has a son who is doing engineering and she wanted me also to become an engineer. Father says, I could not become an engineer, that's why I want my son to become an engineer. How many students come with a passion that, I want to become an engineer? So they carry that, burden of unfulfilled desire of a parent. That's where it touches them. So this kind of students, they do not even have a goal in their life. You know, one of a very great motivational speaker, I think Venu Kalyankar was a fan of him, Tony Robbins. He has devised a very simple formula for goals.